Hello friends, in today's video we're going to be changing the radiator cooling fan on this Vauxhall Astra, Opel Astra. This particular model is 2007 and the radiator fan, which is just here, this one here, is not working, so we managed to get a second-hand one from ASM, which is the company sells second-hand parts. So basically, to start with, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go under there to disconnect the radiator big pipe, this one here. Just gonna unclip it from the radiator. I've taken the clip off basically to make the life easier. Right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the harness connector, which is situated down there. Just gonna show you where my finger is, just there. And then on the second hand radiator fan, it's just there. So that harness connector connects into this block here. So the way the fan fits in is like this. So basically this is the connector, so we need to remove the harness connector off here. So in order to remove it, you just lift it up and just pull it out like this. Here we go. So that's the harness connector nicely taken off. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these pipes out. So this is the coolant pipe. Going into the water pump, which is just here. So just gonna pull it out of the clip and gonna rest it here somewhere like this. Okay, so that's the bottom coolant pipe resting here by the dipstick. So the next thing is that we have to remove two bolts. So these are E8, two small bolts, one on each side at the top, one here and one here, this one here, this one here. So we're gonna use a E8 socket, which looks like this, to undo the bolts. Apologies for the camera angle. Here we go. So that's the left hand side bolt taken off. So now we're gonna do the right hand side. So for the right hand side, we're gonna use an extension because we've got this power steering pipe. Sorry, I mean the aircon pipe in the way. There we go. There we go. So that's the bolts pulled out. So just gonna pull the radiator out. So basically this side you pull it out to start off with. There's a harness clip just there, this one here, which is which we need to cut with the cutter. So we're gonna There we go. So we have to cut this clip from here. There we go, that's the old faulty radiator fan, nicely been taken out. Just want to show you the harness here, which was cable tied to this area here, this one here. So we had to cut it with the cutter. Just going to remove this clip so we can reuse it on the replacement fan. Right, here what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this tag and we're gonna reuse this clip. Like this, and then we're gonna use a new cable tie to secure the harness, the one I just showed you, the small harness down there, to protect it from getting damaged. Right, so just gonna slide in the fan into the slot. So these are the bottom slots on both sides, one here and one there. So the radiator fan has to slide into these slots here. This one here, and one here, this one. So they have to sit into these slots at the bottom, and it gets secured by two E8 bolts at the top, which I showed you earlier. And this is the harness I was on about, so I'm just gonna secure it with a cable tie. Right, so just gonna slide in the fan, the second-hand fan. So just gonna slide in this way. Just gonna bring it towards me a bit. There you go. So that's the radiator fan, nicely sitting into the slot at the bottom, the L clips. Right, so now that we have slided in the radiator fan, we're gonna connect the harness back in. So this is the second-hand radiator fan which we got from ASM. It's a fully tested one, so hopefully it's gonna work. So just gonna fit in the harness connector into the radiator fan from here. Right, so while I'm under the car, I'm gonna secure this radiator hose clip just here. Just gonna slide it in. There we go, that's fully home. The next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna secure this harness to the radiator fan with a cable tie. So just gonna slide in the cable tie here like this. There we go. It's a bit tricky. There we go. So that's the harness nicely secured. Right, so just gonna cut the excess cable tie with the clipper. There we go. So that's the small harness, nicely secured to this clip here with a cable tie. On this side we already secured the harness connector block, and the clip is nicely secured onto the radiator pipe. So now we're gonna secure the actual fan. So 2 E8 bolts. Just gonna drive it in by hand to start off with. So that's the left hand side front bolt going in, then one on this side. I'm just gonna secure it. Right, here we go. That's the front right hand side bolt nicely secured. Now we're gonna secure the left hand side one. There you go, that's that nicely done. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these pipes from here and we're gonna secure them back to where they belong to. So the pipe should sit in like this. Okay, so the pipe should be seated into these slots here, one here and one there. So this is the bottom coolant bottle pipe. Okay, so that's that done nicely. And the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this pipe in here and fit these clamps here. So one here, the other one slides in here like this, and then we're gonna push the clamp into the battery tray here. That's that nicely secured. There we go, friends, that's the job done. So we have fitted the second-hand radiator fan onto this Vauxhall Astra 2007 model. Thanks for watching the video.